Okay, all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, roll call.
Mayor Delaquila,
Here.
Director of Law Pignatello,
Here.
Director of Finance Herwick,
Here.
Councilman at Large Elliott,
Here.
Councilwoman at Large Kelly,
Here.
Councilwoman at Large Stager,
Here.
Ward 1 Councilman Biassiata,
Here.
Ward 2 Councilman Robo,
Here.
Ward 3 Councilman Snitsky,
Here.
Ward 4 Councilman Green, Director of Public Service and Properties Johnson, Building Commissioner Vitardi,
Here.
Engineer Collins.
Here.
Okay, we'll now have the reading and disposal of the journal.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
having read the council minutes of council meeting, special council meeting, February 19th, 2019, I find no errors or omissions. Therefore, I move that they be approved as printed.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Robo,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Minutes have been adopted. We're moving on to consent agenda, March 11th, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
if there's no division of the question, I move that we accept the consent agenda dated March 11th, 2019.
I'll second. Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Robo,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, consent agenda has been adopted. Now moving on to resolutions of commendation.
Mr. President,
Councilman Roble.
yes. Since we have a resolution of commendation tonight, I would like to move that we read Resolution Number 6, 2019, in its entirety for its first and final reading.
We'll now have the first and final reading, Resolution 6. Pardon? Oh, roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Robo,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Resolution number 6, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. A resolution of commendation to Anthony James Zejut in obtaining his Eagle Scout Court of Honor. Whereas Anthony James Zejut, a senior at St. Ignatius High School class of 2019, who plans on attending the Franciscan University of Steubenville to study theology and political science, has attained meritorious achievement in the Boy Scouts of America and becoming an Eagle Scout, Boy Scout Troop 526. And whereas Anthony James Zejut successfully obtained numerous scouting achievements, including Ad Altair D, Parvuli D, Pope Pius XII, Arrow of Light, Polar Bear, Fifth Year Pipestone, National Youth Leadership Training, held numerous troop leadership positions of senior patrol leader, assistant patrol leader, historian, troop guide, and junior assistant scoutmaster, and participated in many high school activities at St. Ignatius High School, among them National Honor Society, Academic Honor Roll, Circus Company, Ignatians for Life, Gonzaga Society, Conservative Caucus, Altar Server, Arimathea Pallbearer Ministry, and Friends with L'Arche. Anthony's Eagle Scout project was the outdoor stations of the cross for St. Columkille Parish, creating a new place for parishioners and students to spend time in prayer with our Lord. And whereas Anthony James Zejut has set a fine, admirable example in the youth community affairs in the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, of which council and the administration are particularly proud. Now therefore be it resolved by the council of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, that the appreciation of the mayor, of council, and all other elected and appointed officials is hereby extended to Anthony James Zejut for his outstanding achievements and extraordinary accomplishments in the Boy Scouts of America, and the best wishes of the official family are herewith extended to him for continued success. That the clerk of council be and she is hereby authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to Anthony James Zejut immediately upon its adoption. That this resolution is hereby determined to be an emergency measure necessary for the immediate preservation of the public peace, health, safety, and welfare of the city of Seven Hills, and for the further reason that same affects the day-to-day business of the municipality. Wherefore, this resolution shall take effect and be in force immediately upon its adoption, otherwise at the earliest period allowed by law.
Thank you, clerk. We have a further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we adopt Resolution Number 6, 2019.
Second.
Any comments?
I'd like to make a couple of comments. This is really impressive on so many levels. As a former Boy Scout who only made it to second class, it's not easy becoming an Eagle Scout. And, not only did Anthony achieve the Eagle Scout classification, but, he's done so much at St. Ignatius and part of his education, and it's very impressive. And kudos to you, congratulations, and very, very happy that the city has bestowed this honor upon you. You deserve it.
Any
Thank
further? Councilman Greenwald.
Thank you, Mr. President. Anthony, I spoke to you briefly earlier. I was also a Boy Scout. I made it all the way through Life Scout. I never finished my Eagle Scout project. I had a great time in scouting, and I hope you did too. I'd like to congratulate you for all your hard work and actually finishing it and becoming an Eagle Scout, and to wish you the best of luck going forward in college.
Mr. President.
Councilman Snitsky.
Anthony, I guess I'm going to add to the choir here. A life of service starts out where you're at right now. You got 3 Boy Scouts in a row here. I was a Life Scout. My son was an Eagle Scout. So I know what that Eagle project was like. But in addition to that, your curriculum vitae, is that how you say that? Your resume of things that you have accomplished, in addition to being an Eagle Scout, is impressive as heck. Theology and poli-sci, that ought to be an interesting mixture there. And the pallbearer ministry, just a few things that I picked out. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of it, but if Ignatius has had a thing for years that if there's nobody left to carry you when you are being carried to that final resting place, the Ignatius boys will do it for you. And I always thought that was a really pretty cool thing. So, but life is service. Congratulations, and keep up the good work.
Council President?
Councilwoman Kelly.
Thank you. Anthony, it's so refreshing to see such a fine young man like yourself with so many wonderful achievements. You're a fine example to those around you, and your leadership is wonderful for those around to see as an example by. I wish you good luck in the future at college and all your endeavors.
Council President?
Councilman.
She had me all the way with your resume. And coming from a St. Edward Eagle, that's tough. But at least you're Eagle Scout, Eagles, that's all I got. But unbelievable resume. Congratulations.
Yep. Anyone else? Okay, then I'll go. Well, sorry, Mr. Mayor, floor is yours.
Anthony, hi again. Congratulations again. I used to be proud that I also made it to second class until I heard a more complete description of what you've accomplished in your life. As I expressed to you previously, I believe you have a lot of great things ahead of you. We're so proud to have you coming from our city with your fine accomplishments. Obviously, no more proud than your parents and your family. And we all look forward to hearing more great things about your accomplishments in the future. Congratulations again to you, sir. Well done.
Yep. All right. Anyone else? All right, I'll wrap it up and I'll try to be quick. I know we have homework tonight. All right. So congratulations, Anthony, and congratulations to mom and dad too, because every time we see a great effort, a great achievement in these chambers, it's rarely, it didn't happen without help. So, you know, all the years probably before you were driving, earning some of them 21 badges, there were mom and dad, and your sisters were there to support too, because, you know, I bet you they were doing things at home while you were off earning all these badges. So congratulations to the entire Zoot family. But tonight's yours, Anthony. As I mentioned to you just a couple minutes ago, less than 4% of all scouts ever attain Eagle Scout. Out of the millions that join, millions and millions over the years, less than 4%. And it's often indicative of what the dedication and hard work that it takes to get here plants the seeds for so much success in the future. Of the 4% that made Eagle Scouts, and I know you probably know these numbers by heart, we have presidents of the United States, 11 Medal of Honor recipients, 40 astronauts, great members of industry that contributed amazing inventions that made our lives better. And all of them got their start as an Eagle Scout. So I look forward to all the great things you've done. I look for all the great things you will do. But tonight we're going to honor you with this resolution for what you've done so far. So great job, Anthony. And I'm honored that you're a Seven Hills resident. And thank you all for coming tonight. Okay. One minute. Hold on. We got to vote. We got to vote. Hold on.
Hold on.
We got to vote. We got to vote. Roll call. Roll call.
Kelly.
Save the enthusiasm.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, the resolution's been adopted. Wow. The slowest one here, I'm sorry. Well done.
Wait,
Back there.
It's coming, it's coming. There we go. Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well done.
We're going to take about a 1-minute recess, so have a good night. The Zoot family, take care.
Congratulations.
Okay, wow.
Impressive.
Thank you once again. Keep up the great work, everyone.
Take care, guys.
Okay, we're going to resume with the regular agenda. Reports of committees, planning, zoning, economic development.
Mr. President, so sorry, I was still thinking about eating Eagle Scout. Planning, zoning, and economic development. Previous minutes are on file with the clerk. The next meeting is March 18th.
Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. President. The most recent meeting of the Public Works Committee was on March 4th. The minutes of that meeting are pending. Next meeting will be held on April 1st.
Second.
Second?
Tuesday.
I apologize. April 2nd.
Right.
Community Services.
Thank you, Council President. Our last meeting was on March 4th. The minutes are on file with the clerk, and our next meeting will be April 2nd.
Police and safety.
Thank you, Mr. President. The minutes from the last meeting are on file with the clerk. The next meeting is next Monday, 3/18.
Parks and recreation.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. The next meeting of the Parks and Recreation Committee will be on Monday, March 18th.
Rules, ordinances, and ethics.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last meeting was on March 4th. Those minutes are on file with the clerk, and the next meeting is April 2nd.
Finance, civil service, and personnel. Excuse me. Since our last council meeting, we've had 2 meetings of the Finance Committee, March 4th, and then earlier today for budget hearings, March 11th. Both those meeting minutes are pending. Our next Finance Committee meeting will be March 18th. There are no appointments and confirmations this evening. Do we have any communications?
Yes. I have one item I'd like to read into the record. It's a communication from Tara Mack. She was writing to the director of the Seven Hills Basketball Federation about the Junior Cavs program at the rec center, and she asked that it be shared with council and the administration. After an amazing all-star Saturday, my 6th grade daughter, Ray, and I were reflecting on her time with this league. 3 years ago, I was working out at the Seven Hills Rec and saw a sign for this league and thought it would be a good opportunity for my daughter, Ray, to meet friends in the community. I teach at Orange High School in Pepper Pike, and Ray goes to school there, so this seemed like a good opportunity to meet friends in Seven Hills. We go to the Seven Hills home days every summer since she was born, but last summer we took our new neighbor so she could see what a nice community Seven Hills is, and then Ray saw all of her basketball friends. Got invited to play in a co-ed basketball game at the rec. Was by far the best. I had no idea what an incredible experience this would be. Not only did she meet friends, have wonderful coaches, but also found a passion for the game of basketball. She will be starting AAU in a few weeks, and we could not have found a better way to learn the fundamentals of good, clean basketball and learn teamwork in such a family-oriented environment. Refs that take the time to explain fouls, offer support and advice, and coaches that are so supportive, positive, and great role models. Coaches Rick and Noelle Aiken, Joe Trippi, Scott Seal, Candace Dempsey, and Mike Ripiak are all so supportive and giving of their time, energy, advice, and support. Sean Filmer has been Ray's coach since 4th grade and really has inspired her in so many ways. He is an incredible coach and person. We are fortunate to have had the opportunity to work with someone so dedicated, caring, and a truly wonderful role model. As high school teacher of 21 years and a former coach, I see daily the positive impact of sports on young people. It teaches so many things in addition to the actual sport, and is so important for healthy physical and emotional development. This community is so lucky to have such a top-notch program. This is Ray's last year in the league, but we will always support the positivity of this league for our community and young people. Feel free to share this email with anyone who is involved in making this a learning, positive, successful program. Keep up the great work, and thank you for all that you do and everyone in this league does to offer this amazing and valuable experience to our young people. Sincerely, Tara Mack.
Thank you. Council is now open to the audience on legislation only. Moving on to ordinance and resolution. Amended ordinance 65-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman Roble.
I would like to move that we further amend ordinance number 65-2018 to correct some typographical errors and make one. First is on page 2 of the ordinance under section that's headed 14903, sensitive personally identifiable information. Okay, there is a typographical error in the second line where it says the city of Seven Hills as direction should be has direction. Okay, on at the bottom of the page in the last under 14904, right above the bullet points in that line, the word 5 should be removed so that it reads, the last part of that sentence reads, in the following personnel information system only. And then on page 6, in item C, second last line, okay, we need to change the word over to the word or, and I will not read that correction. And I have a marked up copy that I can send to that I can give to the clerk of council. Okay, so I move to make those corrections.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Amended ordinance 65, 2018 has been further amended. We have another motion.
Yes, Mr. President. I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read amended ordinance number 65, 2018 by title only for its third and final reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Amended ordinance 65, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance enacting new chapter 149 entitled Protecting Privacy, as contained in Title V Administrative of Part 1 Administrative Code of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio.
Further motion.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we pass amended ordinance number 65-2018.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Amended ordinance 65, 2018 has passed. We'll now have the third reading. I'm sorry. Moving on to ordinance 31, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 31-2019 by title only for its third and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance 31, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a memorandum of understanding on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with the Cuyahoga Soil and Water Conservation District for the purpose of providing assistance with technical assistance in implementing soil and water conservation measures, and that the city of Seven Hills agrees to grant an annual conservation appropriation to the not to exceed $8,000 for a 12-month period for said service.
Further motion.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we pass ordinance number 31-2019.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Snitsky, Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, ordinance 31, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 32, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 32-2019 by title only for its third and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 32, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to appropriate an additional sum of $7,500 for a change order to ordinance number 78, 2017, passed by council June 26, 2017, which authorized an initial amount of $23,600 for professional engineering services in regard to the natatorium at the City of Seven Hills Community Recreation Center.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we pass ordinance number 32-2019.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 32, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 33, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance 33-2019 by title only for its third and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 33, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Smith, an ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Richard L. Bowen and Associates Incorporated of Cleveland, Ohio, in an amount not to exceed $149,996 to serve as the authorized representative of the city and supervise the execution of the 2019 city road program.
For President,
Councilman.
I move that we pass ordinance number 33-2019.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 33, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 38, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 38-2019 by title only for its first and final reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 38, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a three-year agreement with Orkin Pest Control of Brecksville, Ohio, to provide pest control services from January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2021 for City Hall and the Police Annex, the fire station, the service garage buildings, and the Community Recreation Complex, authorizing an amount not to exceed $8,300 for said service, repealing Ordinance 5, 2019, passed by Council February 11th, 2019, and declaring an emergency.
Further motion.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we pass 38-2019.
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 38, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 39, 2019.
Mr. President.
Councilman Roble. Your last time.
Yeah. I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 39-2019 for its first and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
And that's by title only.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 39, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Ohio Geese Control LLC of Rocky River, Ohio, in an amount not to exceed $4,410 for 18 weeks of geese control on the city's Seven Hills Municipal Complex and Community Recreation Center parcels, and declaring an emergency.
Further motion.
Mr. President.
Councilman Roble.
I move that we pass ordinance number 39-2019. And I'd like to point out that this is a health and safety issue for the city. The geese are here. We need to move on it immediately.
Yep. Excellent.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 39, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 40, 2019.
Mr. President, I'm going to recuse myself.
Councilman Elliott is recused. Do we have a motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I'd like to make a motion that we remove the declaring an emergency from ordinance number 40-2019.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott, oops, sorry, Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance number 40, 2019 has been amended. We will now have the first reading of ordinance 40, 2019.
Amended ordinance number 40, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio with Buckingham, Doolittle, and Burroughs LLC of Akron, Ohio for professional legal services to the city in regard to the city's process of appointment and use of special prosecuting attorneys, and authorizing an amount not to exceed $20,000 for said services.
We'll now have the first reading of ordinance 42, 2019. And if you could tell Patty to come back in, please.
41.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll now have the first reading of 41, 2019.
Ordinance 41, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Walter Haberfield, attorneys at law of Cleveland, Ohio, for professional legal services to the city in regard to labor, employment, and litigation services, including but not limited to drafting and assisting in the coordination and implementation of an employee handbook.
We'll now have the first reading of 42, 2019.
Ordinance number 42, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a contract with Jackson, Deacon, and Associates of Westlake, Ohio, and appropriating a sum not to exceed $99,718 for the furnishing of a comprehensive municipal liability insurance coverage package effective April 1st, 2019 through March 31st.
We'll now have the first reading of ordinance 43, 2019.
Ordinance number 43, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and Councilman Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a lease agreement with FNB Commercial Leasing for the purpose of leasing various equipment for the service department that will include but not be limited to two 2020 Freightliner Model M 2106 10-ton snowplow trucks with cabin chassis, two Concord Minuteman snow and ice control equipment packages, one Vermeer BC 1500 130 HP wood chipper, two ice control granular materials hopper spreaders, one stainless body, two liquid pre-wet systems, one Concord HD wood chipper box steel, one payloader John Deere 524L, and one backhoe John Deere 310SL, and appropriating a sum not to exceed $642,510.70 for said purchases.
Moving on to resolution 7,
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read resolution number 7-2019 by title only for its first and final reading.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Resolution number 7, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. Resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a memorandum of understanding with the American Federation of State, County, and municipal employees, Ohio Council 8 and Local 3557, for the purpose of addressing emergency staffing in the Finance Department and declaring an emergency.
Further motion?
Mr. President, I move that we that we adopt resolution number 7-2019. I would like to state for the record that the reason for the emergency in this instance is an unexpected employment shortfall in the finance department during a very busy time of the year. This is a measure which is necessary in order to get emergency help and to get the approval of our union and the finance department to do so.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Resolution number 7, 2019 has been adopted. Council's now open to the audience. Second. Third. Okay. Reports and communication from the Mayor, Safety Director.
Thank you, Mr. President. No report this evening.
Director of Finance.
No report this evening, but thank you for passing resolution or adopting resolution 7/2019.
You're welcome. Director of Law.
No report.
Director of Public Service.
No report.
City Engineer.
My latest report's on file with the mayor's office. Thank you.
Building Commissioner.
No report.
Let's start with miscellaneous. I'll go first. We'll come back for the motion, but it's my duty and with sadness to report that earlier this week, Councilman Roble from Ward 2 submitted his resignation to council for health reasons. Tonight, we're going to be voting on whether or not to accept that resignation effective immediately. For a few years now, I've been proud to call Bob my friend. We were friends before he was a councilman. He has my utmost respect. What I can tell, he's a good husband, a good brother, a good friend. Most importantly, I want to say he's a great human being. And like I said in caucus, it's not goodbye, it's au revoir. You take care of your health and hanging out, talking shop, having fun before you know it. Though your time is short on council, the contributions will be with us for a while. In this approximately year and a half, many major accomplishments, in my opinion, were achieved in no small part due to your contributions. We've completed a land sale and put that money aside for infrastructure. We brought in a new business that over the next 15 years is going to bring in over $6 million to the city. We completed preliminary agreements for a major development south of the city, Meyer, to replace an eyesore. We've completed an MOU on the large parcel on Rockside. We completed a contract for a new dispatch center. We completed council of government agreement with many of our surrounding neighbors that's going to lead to future savings to our taxpayers. And I could go on, but you contributed all this. And most significantly, you contributed to the great performance to budget in 2018, where we came in under budget and put a lot of money towards cash. And you're a big reason for that. And that's when I say the impact of your contribution for time to come. So I thank you for all you've done and all I know you will do in the future. And I wish you best in your upcoming, if you don't mind me saying, surgery. That's all I have. Councilwoman Kelly?
I'm going to keep it short. I'm an ugly crier. You're going to be greatly missed. There's no doubt about it. You're definitely, I consider you a friend before a councilman. I appreciate your patience, your insight, the wealth of knowledge that you bring to this position. I just hate to see you go, but I get it.
Councilman Elliott.
Bob, I was trying to find some words since I heard you say you were going to resign. And I look back on our days when we ran into each other campaigning, and I've come to realize I don't think we can find a replacement for you. I don't know if there's another person like you in the city. You're irreplaceable, and that hurts a lot. But the things I'm going to take away from our experience is knowledge, wisdom, and the best part of you is the humor you had. And that's what I'm going to look at. And I wish you the best. I know we'll see you again. And your recovery is going to be quick because you're strong. Thank you for everything you've done.
Councilwoman Steger.
I'd like to say that there were several of us that went to the Chagrin Valley Dispatch. What, you thought I was going to talk about you? No.
This is Councilman Miscellaneous.
No, Bob. I have no words either. You will just be enormously missed. Yes, and your sense of humor. And who is going to forget that moment when you walked across the table?
Nobody, because it's on tape.
Bob, thank you so much for all your diligence, your patience, your knowledge, wisdom, contributing so much to all of our deliberations, and for your service, your unselfish service to the city. Thank you so, so much. You're just terrific.
Councilman Greenwald.
Bob, I'd just like to say what a pleasure and a privilege it was during this time on the city council. I think that you brought a lot of things which will be dearly missed here in deliberations. Your diligence, your intelligence, your attention to detail, and yes, your sense of humor. I'm very, very, very sad to see you leave. I hope that everything health-wise goes very well for you, and I hope to see you a lot in the future.
Councilman Snitsky.
Oh, why do you do this to me? Your sense of humor will probably appreciate that the last ordinance you ever read into city business was about geese control.
Sorry.
I have worked with many, many council people. I've been involved in city government here for somewhere around 10 years. And I've never met anybody that was better informed and more thoroughly researched on a particular issue that you were involved in. Your sense of humor, your classiness as a gentleman, it's going to be missed. And I can't tell you what a pleasure it's been sitting next to you. And I'm so glad we never had to use that exit door together. I got to tell you that too. Good luck to you. God bless you.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Bob, based on the tenor of some of the remarks that preceded mine, it seems that there's a possibility that your resignation may be accepted. So I'm disappointed. However, I know that the reasons that you have made your request are fully justifiable. You came along and ran for council for your first time in 2017 during a very difficult time for the city. Since that time, you have been a steadying influence, not only on council, but throughout city government. your professional demeanor has never led me to think of you as a freshman on council. And I think that might be the best compliment that I can pay to you. Professional, gentleman, informed, dedicated, and hopefully a friend, as well as your family, Carol. I wish you Godspeed. I know that you'll be showing up again at the farmer's market, hopefully with a guitar and some lighthearted banter. I know you're facing some difficulties in the coming weeks, but know that you are always in our prayers and in our thoughts. You will be sorely missed. I echo Councilman Elliott's remarks. I don't know how council will replace you. I thank you for everything you've done for this city. And God bless.
Bob, you're a true gentleman and a great example of how someone should handle themselves, always professional. I wish you the best of luck, whatever you choose to do with your time, and I'll keep you in my prayers.
Councilman Roble, floor is yours.
Well, first of all, thank you all for those kind words. Basically, I feel like I was just kind of doing my job, but when I first sat in this chair, I looked out because I sat out there for quite a while, and I'm looking around and I go, "This is really cool." And then, you know, the reality hit me, you know, because you're sitting here, you know, the decisions that we make here, you know, carry the weight of law. And that's quite a responsibility in all ways. And you know, so that I was determined then to conduct myself so as to bring credit to the title of councilman. Hopefully I've succeeded. I firmly believe that public service is a high calling. It's often, some people will point out outside, it's awful. It's a thankless job, but it's quite necessary. And I'm going to miss it. We miss all you. It was a pleasure working with you all, getting to know you beyond just the professional aspects of the job, to get to know people individually. I was fortunate to be on a council that had a lot to do and got a lot done. And this was under the leadership of Council President Biassiata, who was also my mentor. And by leader, I mean he was not a boss, he was not a dictator. Just showed by example and by basically advising us on things too, to get these things done. And I believe everybody responded. It was a good atmosphere. We've had our differences, which is very important. There are no factions on council. It's great to be part of that. And as I say again, you know, how often in life do you get to do something that you feel passionate about, that's also interesting and challenging, and at the end of the day, really, really means something, because things we do here extend beyond the walls of this room and actually have an effect on people. So it does mean it. And you know, everybody looks for that job where they're really interested in it, you know, and all that. And I believe that I've had that opportunity here. So in closing, I'd like again to thank everybody for their kind words, for their support, encouragement. I'd like to thank the people of Ward 2 who put their faith in me. And of course, my family who supported me through all this. And it's been a pleasure and an honor to have served the city of Seven Hills and to serve with this group of people. And it's kind of a bookend, I guess. When I started my term, I faced a kind of a serious medical health issue, and now I'm facing one again. Luckily, this is something that can be fixed. But it's also kind of timely because I just noticed today that I'm down to my last 3 sheets on my note paper, and and I don't particularly feel like going out and buying some. And of course, too, and we will now get our dining room back in our house, which Eileen will fully appreciate because it's been my office, and if you go there, papers all over. So, yeah, thank you. And I guess I have to recuse myself from any vote on any motion, right? Yeah.
You just want to get to the cake first, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on,
Wow.
it's cake, guys.
Thank you. Boy, it's hard just to end it here. There's so many more things we could have said. But like I said, we'll see you again. I'm going to make a motion to adopt Councilman Robles' resignation from Seven Hills City Council Ward 2 seat effective immediately. Do I have a second?
I second.
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliot,
Yes.
Stager,
With great regrets, yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Reluctantly, yes.
Biassiata.
Yep. Yes. Councilman Roble, thank you. You want to take a seat in the audience?
I'm going there.
Let's just wrap it up so we can go have some cake. I motion to adjourn at 9:08.
Second,
Roll call.
Kelly,
Yes.
Elliot,
Yes.
Stager,
yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, we're adjourned. Have a good evening, everyone.
Cake is available in the back if you guys are welcome.
I get pictures first. I want a picture. Don't eat it yet.
Yes, total. Total. Sorry.